Be there 4:30. All right, yeah. Clap it up.
Right.
One West News, that's in the building every Monday night. You know, so like for the technical difficulties, you had to get some things in orders up, get some things in orders up here. You understand? But we want to rock it out nonetheless. It's a lot of things going on in the news. Breaking news, by the way. Denmark. I said. I meant to say.
Right.
Denmark special forces and Greenland, Trump tariffs, a whole lot of things going on with Europe and their retaliation to Trump's tariffs and pressure on Greenland. It's a lot going on, and these things ain't small. But before we go into everything, this is the One West News Desk, and under the ISUPK, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, started on One West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. We are under commanding Journey. We've been teaching this truth since 1969 that the so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are, in fact, the true biblical Jews, and that our oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of. You understand? And we're gonna be bringing out that local, that national, that international news that's gonna that's to your timeline, to dilute that propaganda and rhetoric that they feed us, So let's get into it. I'm your host, Captain Saparia, along with
Officer Matham Shikaya.
Understand? We're gonna be bringing you some heavy information that we gotta stay in tune with, to be up to date with, to see what's going on internationally, nationally, and locally.
Right.
And explaining how it affects you and how it pertains to you. A lot of what's going on in the earth right now is for your liberation. It's for your liberation. These wars, this international conflict between nations, it's all for our liberation.
Right.
We wanted freedom. We wanted justice. We wanted to be free, truly. We may not know what that looks like, though. That's the problem with them.
Right.
We may not know what that looks like, but hey, here we are, right? With them, any opening remarks?
Let's go right into it.
No sweat. But as y'all seen, all throughout your timeline, shout out to everybody checking in. Sister Rawai, shalom, sis. Officer Bakar in the building, shalom, Rob.
What's going on, Bakar?
I'm saying make sure y'all hit that like, drop me a fire emoji in the chat. But it's imperative to be in tune. We are your Bloomberg. Okay? We are the Black Bloomberg. We are the Black Fox News. We are the Black NBC and your whatever. CNN, your Algiers. Whatever you want to call it. But we gotta, it's like don't just be going with the wind what social media gives you. You gotta take a deep dive into what's going. Go listen to something. Listen to us. We'll take you right to it. We'll take you. Thumb will take you right to it.
Right.
You understand? He'll say what's going on in this. He'll give you a heads up what's going on in the earth, not in the city, not round the way. You know what I mean? In the earth, you understand what and how it pertains to you, Black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man, and woman. You know what I'm saying? These things are for you. All right. We're gonna get a couple of articles here. Let's get into this. It's a lot going on. If you're not tuning in, if your algorithm ain't tuned, ain't pushed towards a particular way, as far as news is concerned, and international conflict, you may not have seen this in your feed.
Right.
Seen this in your on your the For You page, right? That's what it's called now, right? But where you want to start at first? Any particular place?
I got this article from the Hill. It's about the Greenland. Did you want to start with that? The Greenland?
We can start with Greenland for sure.
All right, I got an article on from the Hill. You got a Greenland one too, right?
We can get it. We can get it. You want to? Did you send it to? You want to send it to me or?
I'll send it to you.
No sweat. Well, I can look it up, and you let me know which one it is. Which one is it?
Oh,
top
no,
one?
No. I just sent it to you.
Oh no, so you texted it? Okay,
Yeah,
that's what. Bear with us 1 second. I'm gonna pull this link up, and I want us cruise.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this. I was about to call him.
Ted Cruz is trying to justify why America needs to take. You understand? Not buy, but take Greenland. You understand? It's in America's interest. You understand? And as we see, America took Venezuela, or not haven't taken Venezuela, but kidnapped the president of Venezuela. They claimed he was a narco terrorist. You understand? And America is one of those nations that speak with forked tongue. You understand what I'm saying? Meaning, America says one thing but does something else. America says one thing and means something else. You understand? America is the nation of lies. America went in and took the Venezuelan president because America wants those resources. Had nothing to do with a narco terrorism. And as they said, and a lot of news feeds been listening, that Venezuela is probably only the drugs that come from Venezuela into America has to be probably about 5%. Most of the drugs that come in from America come from Mexico, come from Colombia. And America realized 7 years ago, close to 8 years ago, that Venezuela had the deepest oil reserves on the planet. Not to mention untapped natural resources and minerals and things like that. You understand? And that's the reason why America has done what they've done. It's the reason why Europe went around colonizing all of these other nations on the planet, because there are no resources in Europe. That's why they did what they did, and that's why America did what they did. But we're going to get to this article here. It's called The Hill.
Connor, real quick, if I could, and listen, I ain't heard nothing about drugs in 2 weeks.
Well, listen, they explained that when they got him to trial, the trial came up when they were charging them. It had nothing to do with drugs. The charges had nothing to do with drugs. You understand what I'm saying? Which goes to prove that you can't trust America. We keep trusting in America to give us our freedom. A lot of brothers and sisters don't understand. We are in captivity, believe it or not. You understand what I'm saying? But we keep trusting in the justice of America. America will never show us justice. We will never see justice till Christ returns and destroys our enemies. That's what's going to happen. But anyway, you ready to get into this?
I'm ready, yeah.
It says, Cruz says it's overwhelmingly America's national interest to acquire Greenland. Now, in acquiring Greenland, it's the same thing they said they did with the Panama Canal. Saying they always talked about how they purchased the Panama. America never anything. America takes. And it's all documented in history. You understand? Senator Ted Cruz, the Republican from Texas, said Sunday potential United States acquisition of Greenland will be overwhelmingly in America's national best interest. Why is that? Because there are natural resources in Greenland too, untapped resources. The same thing with Venezuela. And when you're a nation who has limited resources, who has to depend on other nations, these are the things that we do. President Trump for being single-mindedly focused on America first. And that's the truth. You understand? America has always been first in the oppressor's eyes. This is the reason why they raid. You understand? This is the reason why they sack. This is the reason why they destroy other nations. This is the reason why colonization took place. You understand? It says Cruz said during an appearance on Fox News Sunday morning, Futures with Mario Bartiromo, I believe it is overwhelmingly in America's national interest to acquire Greenland, he added. Since the start of the second Trump administration, the White House officials have proposed the acquisition of Greenland through the use of military force or purchase for national security purposes. Listen, here we go again, right? It says through the use of military force or purchase. Now,
if I could, that's the whole point right there.
Right. That's it.
They've always been violent. They want to do things violently. They don't want to go through the channels of money and courts and legislation. Yeah, we like Cass think like if I could, I'm gonna stop sharing this for a sec. Cass think America is like upright and is an upright nation.
Right.
We think these nations is upright and just and liberal and political and go through the channels and go through the right. Listen, they're thugs.
Mm-hmm.
They're thugs.
They're the super predators.
Exactly, madam. They're thugs. They're gangsters. They don't follow the rules.
Right.
All of those rules you think is set in place for checks and balances, and to make sure we're going the right, the democratic, the
democratic way.
We're doing things that we're a true democracy, and we got checks and balances, and we do the right thing, and we're patriotic.
Right.
Meanwhile, ICE got full immunity to rape, rob, and murder. Literally. You think they ain't sexually assaulting brothers and sisters? That's a lie. You can see them killing them on camera.
Right.
That's the truth that you see. What else? You think they're not? You think they're not getting a couple of dollars, whatever's in their pocket? You think they're not robbing? They acting like they're behaving just like your upright soldiers in Iraq. Countless cases of rape. Countless counts of robbery. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Why do you think they have those courts set up for acts of terror, acts of against war? What's the technical term? War criminals.
Yeah.
But they got full immunity. Listen, man, I think I got off topic, but they've only known violence.
Yeah, only violence.
So they're gonna put on these fronts like it's for national security. Listen, you want the resources, you want the land, you want to dominate, you want Canada. You will start ever since he got in. I want Canada. I want this nation. I want this. He's a violent bastard.
Right.
He's a violent bastard that wants to conquer the earth. So much so, you got allies. Listen, Commander, I've been saying it for forever. These alliances, madam,
right,
are coming to an end. We're talking about European nations, allies for decades, are gearing up in defense against America.
Huh?
I mean, yo, that statement alone is, that fact alone is diabolical on the international stage. You're a NATO ally. They set up all these treaties, all of this for what? For Trump to he's the perfect candidate for the end of the world. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm going to be too long-winded. Please continue.
Oh, no.
Please continue on the article.
You right. And this is the thing, right? If you read any articles that America writes, even in putting the propaganda out in front of us, if you read the articles really tell you what they really and how they really going to operate. Yeah. Especially when they talk about whether it be by military force. That's what they really want to do. It's never going to be a purchase thing. If you look at America's history, we see that America has never purchased anything from any nation. They never purchased the Caribbean islands. They never purchased Puerto Rico. They never purchased Hawaii. You understand what I'm saying? And they'll never purchase Greenland. You understand? That's just the way it is. America is a nation of thieves. Listen, this is the true pirate nation that we living in. Regardless of how you feel about America, this is a pirate nation. America has no integrity. You understand? America has no integrity at all. I'm going to get back into this article. Listen, it says the president has led the charge to take over the simultaneous semi-autonomous island rich with natural resources as Danish officials reject the possibility of selling the territory. There you go right there. You understand? There you go right there. You understand? Island rich with natural resources. Listen, if you think about every territory that America talks about that they want to inhabit and they want to take over, it just has to be a territory that has to be rich in resources, natural resources. This is the whole purpose. Venezuela, you understand? Now Greenland. You understand? They're talking about, just like you said, Cap, they're talking about Canada. You understand? It says, look, the whole history of America has been a history of acquiring new lands and new territories, which acquiring makes you think that they purchased new territories and new lands. But America has never done that. I mean, all you have to do is ask the natives. Ask the Native American Indians did they purchase anything. Then the land that they put them on, the Native Americans have to get permission to do anything on those lands. You understand? Whether you go back to Thomas Jefferson making the Louisiana Purchase about half the United States of America today, or you go back to America purchasing Alaska from Russia. Think about that, right? Purchasing Alaska from Russia. Ask them how much did it cost them. You understand? America purchases nothing.
Yeah, if I could say something on the military sample. And they talking about, we can't have Russia being a neighbor to America. You already a neighbor to America, dumb.
Right.
Alaska was like, I don't know how many miles, but it's like, see, just look on the map, look on the globe. You'll see how close Russia is to America.
It's not that far.
It's not. You can see Russia from Alaska. Dumb. You talking about, we don't want Russia to purchase it or to attack or whatever. You're just a child, Donald Trump. Donald Trump is such a child. He has so much money involved. All he can think to gain after that is power. And after he gains the power, now he gotta go at everybody lying with his military, with the American military money. You're a little kid.
Right.
Look at my military. Look what I can do. Look what I can do. And then all these people dying and losing their life in international turmoil and allies getting broken. You're talking about decades and decades of treaties and alliances is being broken because of an idiot.
Right.
An idiot, though. And then listen, a pedophile like that, and then y'all following behind him like he's smart. Yeah. Surely the world is about to end and let it happen. But I mean, how dumb can you be?
Right.
I mean, go ahead, my God.
You know what's even worse is the people that's following him.
That's what I'm saying.
You understand what I'm saying? And the propaganda being put out there. Listen to this right here. It says Greenland has massive rare earth minerals and critical minerals. And a lot of those critical minerals are those minerals that they use in lithium batteries and things like that. The things that they use, and I think they use a lot of those rare earth minerals in those microchips too. You understand? So if they can have something like that, possessed by America, then they really wouldn't need those microchips, because that's what they're trying to battle for Taiwan for. Those chips that Taiwan make over there. But Taiwan has a special people to make those chips. It takes years of training. And I don't think China going to let their people come over here and train the Americans to make those chips. You understand? That's a foothold that China has that I don't believe they would really give up. Now think about this, right? It says Greenland has massive rare earth minerals and critical minerals. There are enormous economic benefits to America, but like Alaska, it is located on the Arctic, which is a major threat for major military conflict with either Russia or China, he added. You understand? So the battle is, you understand, between Russia and China. And to me, Russia and China not going for Greenland. Russia and China could care less because, listen, Russia and China are two of the very few nations that are economically economically independent of any other nation. They don't need any other nations, but they do business with all these other nations. Okay. But economically, they can survive on their own. You understand? They don't need to, do business with the other nations, but to be cordial, that's the reason why they do what they do. You understand what I'm saying? And America wants us to believe that we have to protect the interests of America from Russia and China, which that's the furthest thing from the truth. America just a nation of bandits. Uh-huh. And Ted Cruz, Marco Rubio, and all of those other senators and congressmen are just bandits too. You understand? When you listen to them, they talk like bandits. Especially what's the lady name that spoke for ICE? The one that
the White House press conference lady. I forget her name.
But look at,
I know you're talking about.
They all talk like bandits.
Mm-hmm.
They all talk like thieves. They all talk like unalivers.
And yes men.
Yes, exactly. And they have drank the Kool-Aid of Trump. You understand? Uh-huh. You know what? I can't even say that. The true them is what's showing through. You understand? What's really, listen, that the son of perdition is being revealed.
There you go.
Their true character is what's really showing up right now. It's not that they believe in Trump, but what they really feel deep down in their heart is really what's coming out. Yeah. What's in their minds is what we're seeing right now.
Yeah, this is their real character. Violence.
Right.
Violence, pedophiles, unalivers.
Right.
Their true nature, their true character is not it. That's the difference between Biden and Trump. They the same people, 100%. Pedophiles, right. Scumbags, murderous scumbags at that. But Trump's regime is like just a little bit more outward with it. It's just revealed.
Right.
Show my skin a little bit. And y'all think Kamala was going to be any different? That war was going on while she was the vice president of America. Y'all thought they was against the war. Y'all thought they was against the genocide, madam.
Listen,
come on, man.
Biden proved who he was. He kept selling those weapons to the Israelis. You understand what I'm saying? Hey, listen to this though, right?
Go ahead, read on.
Listen, it says his comments align with those of Senator John Fetterman, a Democrat in Pennsylvania, right? Who compared the White House efforts to buy Greenland to the Louisiana Purchase. Now, anybody know about the Louisiana Purchase? Who did they get the Louisiana Purchase from?
Come on, man.
That was France, right?
Right.
They forced France out. They did not purchase it wasn't no such thing as the Louisiana Purchase. See, what America does is America covers up what America does. Right. And they make everything look like we purchased this and we purchased that. If they took this land from the Native American Indians, why would they purchase another part of land from either the Swedes, the Danish, the Spaniards, or the French? Why would they do that? You understand? They would never do that. They took it just like they always do. A purchase of Louisiana.
That's why Greenland, and they know what Donald Trump done. I better curse.
Listen,
if I could,
go ahead, sir.
That's what, when Donald Trump said, he said, just because y'all landed on Greenland 500 years ago on a boat means it's yours. Putting his foot in his mouth. He's a dum-dum. Like, how dumb can you be to say something like that, knowing, well, he must not know American history at all.
Right.
You're a scumbag. All you goddamn devils is scumbag. America was founded on devils.
Right.
On rape, robbery, and unaliving.
Right.
And then he's going to make a comment like, have you heard of Christopher Columbus, dum-dum? He said it like his people was here first, or his people were there. You know what I mean? He's an idiot.
But that goes to show you money can buy you anything. Money can buy you friends. Money can buy you imaginary smartness. You understand? Because Trump is not he's not bright at all. You understand what I'm saying? Just listen to what he says. Yeah. You understand? And the thing about it is that it's the things that they teach us in school that makes us believe everything that he's saying. And this is the reason why we have this One West News. That's to give our people the real history and the real truth. You understand? Panama Canal and the Louisiana Purchase and all of these things like that. Listen, it says, however, GOP Republican Michael McCall from Texas said taking over Greenland would pose no additional benefit to the United States. Listen to what he just said, taking over. Not purchasing, but taking over Greenland. Even though he's in opposition, look at the word choice that he uses. You understand? Taking over. This is what they do. America purchases nothing. They take over. They come in. They like squatters. They just come in and they set up shop. That's why they got military bases all over the earth. You understand? It says if we want to put more military in there, we can. We don't have to invade. We don't have to invade it. If he wants to buy it, that's fine. But I don't see a willing seller right now. You see that?
Exactly. I mean, because they're a NATO country, he's already the U.S. military is already there, what have you.
Right.
But Donald Trump, he's so arrogant. He's so dumb and a little kid. He want to wave his wave his military. He's going to cause more international conflict. Let it happen, man.
Right.
Let it happen. Let it happen. Let NATO fall under. Let these European nations put up a defense against the United States. It's for your liberation, black man.
Right.
Hispanic man, Native Indian man. We got the perfect idiot in the White House to end this world. I know y'all say, how can y'all say that? Y'all are so evil. And I be thinking, man, they must look at us like them villains.
Right.
On 007. Them villains on 007 trying to get the codes. They got the goddamn briefcase, right?
Right.
They got the briefcase with the nuclear codes. Well, you ain't that. Listen, this is y'all. Y'all are allowing this to happen. This is what the so-called white man, the oppressor, his inevitable fate. He's so goddamn greedy. He's so goddamn arrogant and gullible that he's going to destroy his damn self.
Right.
So, and listen, when he does that, listen, that's our come up. So don't even sweat that, man. We're going to drop this article right here, man. We're going to go.
They said this is the collapse of America. And just like they said, right? They said this is the same way that Rome collapsed. You understand? You spreading yourself thin. Then not only that, you're making enemies out of allies.
Exactly.
You understand? And This is the same thing that Rome did when Rome fell. You begin to make enemies out of allies. Then you spread yourself so thick. Every empire that has fallen has done the same exact thing. This is what greed does to an empire. And believe you me, America is an empire in decline. We're watching history right now. In 30 years, you're going to look back and say, God damn, we was living in history. We actually saw an empire collapse. Because that's what's going on right now. The American economy is destroyed. Think about this, right? Even when you purchase a house today, all of the interest and everything they throw on it, you're paying about 3 times more than what the house is really worth. That's how you know America is in decline. Listen, when I was coming up, my grandfather I had 11 children and all of these grandchildren, right? He was the only one at the time working in the house and could afford to pay for everything and paid for a house. Right now, you need your wife, your husband, and a couple of kids to work just to survive. And that's just to survive in an apartment. That's renting. The hell thinking about buying a house. That's another story right there. You understand what I'm saying? We're watching America decline right now. We're watching the fall of an empire right now. We all think that a democracy is the greatest thing since sliced bread, but I have you know that a democracy is no different than a dictatorship. I'm a land right there because that's gonna be my class next week. That's gonna be my class next week.
And listen, shout out to everybody that's checking in. Rawad Bakar. If you ain't checked in, shalom. You know what I'm saying? Shalom to sister Nazamana.
Nazamana, sister. What's going on, sis?
Shalom, sister Olivia. All the brothers and the sisters, Barak, shalom. Make sure y'all hit that like button. It's important. I got another story for you.
You want to send it to me?
Yeah, I'll send it to you too.
So I can read it for you.
We got Europe in the news. Listen, y'all so fixed on the conflict, which is okay. You might not even be hip to it, but what Trump is doing come with consequences.
Right.
They come with heavy consequences, and what we got to bring out is going to be heavy. Bear with me 1 second, my thumb, and get this to you.
Come, sir. But we just watching right now, man. Everything that's happening right now is happening for a reason. This is what's supposed to happen. You understand? A lot of us are afraid, and a lot of us wants to see America get through this and survive. But it's already been foretold that America must fall. America has to burn. And that doesn't mean that we burn.
It's prophecy.
We burn along with America. You understand?
You can separate. It's time. That's what time. That's what time it is, man. How you separate? You come up here in the Israelite School of ISUPK. We teach you how to separate from America, man.
Exactly.
Take your soul, take your spirit out of America, man. Start to follow God for real. Not for fake, but for real.
All right, how about that?
You know what I mean? And get right with the Lord wholeheartedly. You know what I mean? And make your election sure in here. You understand? That's what time it is. You know what I mean? So look, with everything going on with Greenland, what you don't understand, Greenland is a territory governed by NATO nations, dum-dum. How the hell are you going to come up against your own allies for greed and for land and for dominance? They're already on your side, dummy. Say Russia tried to attack Denmark, that's an attack on the U.S.
Right.
China try to attack, not Denmark, I mean, Greenland or take Greenland, that's an attack on the U.S. because they are a part of NATO. But they want like full dominance over the whole joint. Like, how arrogant. You just a damn bully. You just bullying the whole earth. Everybody ain't with that. So they got special forces on the ground. We're going to get that story too.
Think about this too, right? Henry Kissinger said back in, I believe it was the 70s, right? Henry Kissinger said that it's dangerous to be an enemy of America, right? But it's fatal to be an ally of America.
Damn.
Think about that.
That's
Let
heavy.
that sizzle on your spirit.
That's heavy,
you understand? He said it's dangerous to be an enemy of America, but it's fatal to be an ally of America. That was Henry Kissinger back in the 70s. If that doesn't describe what America's doing right now, America's cutting the throats of her allies. America could care less about Denmark. America could care less about France, Poland, all of those nations that stand with America. This is what a rabid dog does. You understand? A rabid dog turns on her own. And this is what America's doing today. Anyway, we got this next article. You ready to read this article, Captain?
I'm ready to roll. Let's roll.
It says Europe considers countering U.S. with trade bazooka over Greenland. Let's get into this article. European countries are weighing plans to ramp up their own tariffs against the United States in a trade bazooka to counteract pressure from President Donald Trump on Monday.
Listen, man, and this is your ally. Like I said, if it was like, you know how Donald Trump was like, China this, China that, Japan, North Korea this, they do all these tariffs. Everybody like, yeah, you're right. But you talking about people that's in NATO. What does NATO stand for? National, I don't even know what it is.
National American Treaty. National
Get that though. Get that. Don't lose your article though.
I got that.
But they're a part of NATO. They're a part of this. I think it's National Alliance. They're part of this alliance.
Alliance treaty.
And y'all all on the same team, damn near. Y'all separate countries, got your own customs and your ways of life and everything, your own money, your own ways of trade. What is that?
North Atlantic Treaty Organization.
That's what, North Atlantic Treaty Organization. Y'all all in this fight together, all in this so-called brotherhood of national brotherhood, international brotherhood. But you're thugs.
Right.
But you're a bunch of thugs and gangsters, man. You see, Donald Trump is like the head thug though here, you understand? And he is exhorting his seat of NATO. Shalom, Lord Christ. Shalom, Lord Christ. And he is, he overstepping, you understand?
Right.
It's getting out of hand. That's what it look like, right? You got some more?
Con, sir. Germany's finance minister, Lars Klingbeil, teased the action Monday while speaking alongside his French counterpart in Berlin. French President Emmanuel Macron also urged the European Union to activate its anti-coercion instrument on Monday, nicknamed the trade bazooka.
Meaning they in a financial war. They're in the economical warfare right now. You know what that's going to turn into, Madonna?
What's that, sir?
That's going to turn into boots on the ground.
Yeah. No question.
It might be in France. It might be in Germany. It might be in, it might be in New York City. It might be in a city near you. Hell, it might be in Greenland. What he talking right now, Mathon? They got special forces in Greenland.
Right.
Denmark.
Yep.
Listen, this ain't a light thing here. You offending the earth, Donald Trump. MAGA country. And what you got to recognize and understand, whether you be on the left or the right, you right along with them. You know why? Because you're so patriotic. America's in your heart.
Right.
You salute the flag. You pledge allegiance. Maybe you should think twice about doing that now.
Right.
Maybe you should think twice about doing. Maybe you should follow the Lord. No, I'm too wild. Maybe you should follow the Lord, man. Oh no, we got water. We got some waters up here. Now you gotta recognize and understand it's going down in the earth, man. World War III is here. It's here. If it ain't here, it's creeping up like a thief in the night, ain't it?
About that.
Go ahead.
And it looks like they were already prepared for this, right? Listen to this. It said there's a legally established European toolbox for responding to economic blackmail with very sensitive measures.
Damn. They was prepared for economic warfare. There's an opening right there on the barrel. On the side of the barrel if you want. Oh, you got one? No sweat. I mean they was already prepared
Right.
for economic warfare with the US.
Exactly.
Now it's on and popping now. Let's see where this warfare leads to. You did. Go ahead.
And we should now consider using these measures. Klingbeil said. Everything must be prepared now, he added. We are ready to find solutions. We are extending our hand, but we are not prepared to be blackmailed.
Damn. They ain't with it, man.
Hey, listen, Trump ain't really doing nothing but what he was doing in the real estate business. You blackmail people when you use people. You understand what I'm saying? It's the same. He using the same playbook. And if you notice, his playbook never works. But for rich people, it doesn't matter. They can lose as much as they want. Well, excuse me, the oppressor can lose as much as he wants. He just steals more, find loopholes to steal more. And that's all they doing right here. You understand what I'm saying? America just finding loopholes to pick up extra ground and do what they want to do. They actually using their own playbook. America has never followed the rules or played by the rules. They've made rules for other nations. You understand? International rules was created by America to control the other nations. America always works around international law. But right now, they're outwardly breaking international law. To kidnap a president from a sovereign nation is an international offense. But America has always been one to break the same rules and the laws that they created.
Yeah, them white nations, they thought they was white enough.
Mm-hmm.
They thought they was white enough to not be attacked.
Right.
They thought they was white enough to not be crossed. Oh, we white, so hey, listen, we going all the whiteness gonna come together.
Mm-hmm.
We got Spain, we got France, we got Denmark. Who else? Finland and
Right.
London and
Right.
UK, and the list goes on. Other NATO countries, right?
Right.
They thought they was white enough, but the so-called whites are thugs, man.
Right.
They're gangsters. They don't follow their own rules. Man, what do you have? You a bunch of goddamn Italians with a shootout.
Right.
This brother, this father, this cousin, this uncle, but they on the international stage though.
Right.
They on the international stage with hundreds of thousands, if not millions of lives on the line. And they're messy.
Right.
They're messy gangsters. Donald Trump is breaking alliances and treaties. And Denmark and other white folk know that he's a gangster. That's why special forces and the Denmark and Danish Air Force troops, special Arctic troops,
right,
are positioning themselves to fight against America. God damn. That sounds like World War III to me. I'm just saying.
Hey, think about this too, right? If you think about this, Donald Trump is living out his dream, right?
Mm-hmm.
What is Donald Trump's dream? His dream was to be an American gangster.
There you go.
And he's living out his dream right now. He's the American gangster. Everything that he really wanted to do when he was in New York doing the real estate, he's doing that right now. He's acting the part out. The way he really wanted to act is what he's doing right now. You understand? Down to you have this amount of time to respond to me, down to we're coming in, down to we're going to take. You know what? I believe we want that. You understand what I'm saying? That's what we're watching right now.
And listen, don't even think twice about it, right? I was there as a kid, as a child, or a young man, all scared and timid. Oh, no more wars. No more wars. Bring the war, man. You ain't tired enough, I guess, right? What they say on the internet now? You're not mad enough.
Hey, listen,
yeah, look, yes,
that went from that just didn't go for your generation. That is from generation to generation. We all felt like that until we got into this truth, until we really got understanding and what is supposed to be and how everything is supposed to happen. We all, oh man, please, we don't want war. You understand? And then America put another veil over our face and made us believe that America was the greatest thing on this planet. You understand? America was the richest nation. Is a pirate the richest? Are pirates the richest people on the earth? How can somebody who steals be the richest people on the earth?
Right.
You can't do that. That's a what they call it. That's a oxymoron. You can't steal and be the richest people on the earth. Think about Elon Musk, right? His parents went into South Africa and stole diamond and gold mines. They didn't purchase them, they stole them. That's how they became millionaires. That's how Elon Musk was born into being a millionaire. You understand? So when you look at how people acquire things, we, Blacks, Hispanics, and Natives, we are the only people on this earth that really aspire to being millionaires. We the only ones that do it the way it's supposed to be done. That's righteous, and that's the way it's supposed to be. That's why we're supposed to be running the earth. We're supposed to be showing the earth how it's done, but instead we're following pirates. We're believing in pirates. Every time you vote a pirate in. Whether it be a white pirate or a black pirate, a pirate nonetheless. When you follow
brown,
so like
I would say brown rather than black.
Oh yeah,
a brown face,
Salakia, my bad, a brown face. You understand? Nonetheless, when you vote them in, those brown faces still don't do anything for us. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody think what's that mayor name in New York now? Mondami. Mondami.
That's a Baltimore. That's a Baltimore there right there.
Mondami, right? He ain't gonna do nothing. You understand what I'm saying? Listen. Understand how America works, right? And we ain't gonna get too far, but understand how America works. The only way you get into the American system is if you play the American game. He played that game like he wanted to make all kinds of moves, but now when you look at what's going on, it's going to be like, oh, it's a lot of paperwork. We have a lot of steps that we got to take. We have to do this and we have to do that.
He's going to be a politician.
It's a politician. That's what a politician does. You understand? But you want to finish when we get back into this article?
Hey, we can.
Hey, listen, it says we are constantly experiencing new provocations. We are constantly experiencing new antagonisms, which President Trump is seeking. And we Europeans must make it clear that the limit has been reached, Klingbeil continued. You understand? The end is near. You understand? It's going to be all out war. But first, they're going to be warring against each other. You understand? That Valley of Jehoshaphat is drying up right now.
Come on.
You understand? That area is being prepared. You understand what I'm saying?
We was bringing up last week. Iran talking about they ain't going to miss again the second time. Y'all better watch. Listen, man, tune into when y'all get a chance, tune into America on Fire tonight, bro. Iran ain't listen, all them Arab countries gonna get in the fight again. Afghanistan, Iraq, definitely Iran and Qatar, regardless of the affiliation and the alliances. Y'all see what alliances mean right now. He going up his own whites. Listen. I wonder what the mind of a white is going on right now. Donald Trump is going against the whites, man.
Yeah.
He's going up the whitest of the whites in Greenland. I mean, how white can you get? Greenland and Denmark and that's the original white, ain't it? The Slovakia, the Irish and the Danish. British, the Danish.
Yeah.
The Finland.
That's as Viking as you get. You understand? Denmark. That's Viking. You know what I mean? When you hear that, that's Viking.
Come on.
You understand? You can almost see the ships with the dragon on the front.
Right. That's exactly what's going on. Yeah.
It don't get no whiter than that. You understand? And when you start crossing them,
it's domestic at this point.
Yeah.
Domestic. That's the domestic terrorism they talking about.
Yeah.
But y'all looking at the international lines.
Right.
But he's going against white people.
Yeah.
ICE is killing white people. They don't give a damn. He's so greedy and arrogant. Go ahead, McCall.
Yeah, I didn't mean to cut you off, sir, but
go ahead, please.
This is something that you really need to think of to cut all of those international lines. This is all you have to think about. If they don't speak, can you tell if they from Poland or Denmark or Sweden or Germany or anything like that?
Israeli.
You understand? Israeli,
Polish.
If they Poland,
Germany.
You can't, if they don't speak, you can't tell that they are different people because they are all the same people. Those lands that they in are lands that they stole and conquered the people that were in those lands. Ireland, you understand? Australia. You understand? When you look at all of those lands that they're in, those are lands that they robbed and stole.
Uh-huh.
Those are the same people. That's a family of people. If you read that, is that the what's the book, Salakia, sir, with the generations of Esau?
The Dukes of Esau?
Dukes of Esau.
Oh, you talking about the 11th tribe or the 13th tribe?
No. In the Bible.
Oh, you're talking about the Dukes of Esau.
The Dukes of Esau.
Oh, that's in the scriptures.
Those are all the same people, and we get it mixed up and believe that this is the reason why they operate so well together. You understand? Up until right now. You understand what I'm saying? If you think about it, even in America, they robbed and pillaged America together. Remember, it was Sweden, Germany, France, England. Everybody was over here. The Portuguese, all of them were over here and had a piece of America. America just rose up and took that land from them and forced everybody out. Then took the other part of Mexico, you understand, where the Hispanics was at, and pushed them back that way. You understand what I'm saying? This is what they do. You understand? We looking at these people like they are different people, but these people are the same people. They are family of people. You understand? And that's what a lot of people have to go in, and y'all have to read. Especially the best place to find it out is in the Bible.
100%.
100%.
100%. Listen, y'all, we gonna help you here in the UPK to decipher and find exactly what you need.
Right.
You want to finish this off?
Yeah.
Because I don't want to take too much from your class.
Come on, sir. Why does the article keep jumping like this?
And then we can probably get one more article after this, if you like.
Come on.
There is more money available for commercial and multifamily real estate.
And he said, gotta get an ad break real quick. You know what I mean? Salaria.
It says more than a half dozen European countries warned a joint statement on Sunday that tariffs threats over Greenland undermine transatlantic relations as the White House seeks to pressure allies into a deal to acquire the Arctic island.
Yeah, he doesn't, like Donald Trump, he doesn't care about, the decades and decades it took to build these alliances and treaties, and he doesn't care. He's just like a little kid. I want my toy. And his toy is Greenland, and his toy is Venezuela. He tried to put on a front for goddamn oil companies, and then the oil companies turned around like, oh, that's not going to be profitable. Looking like a goddamn idiot.
Right.
In front of his billionaire friends. Exxon, and BP, and whoever else was there, what have you. He's a damn clown. And then he wanted, anyway, he doesn't care about those, how important it was internationally for those treaties to be upheld and those alliances to be upheld on the international front. But he wants dominion over land, and he's so arrogant and power hungry. He's going to create more enemies. You're enemy to you're becoming enemy to Americans, so-called. You're becoming enemy to the Arabs already.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now you want to become an enemy to your own people? To your own whites? Oh, well, maybe I said that wrong with them. To your own allies, I should say. You're so-called, and now look at you.
Right.
Now look at you. Now you're in an economic war, which is going to bleed over into other types of wars. Like, you think this is going to let up? Denmark is like, okay, we know how whites are. Let's just defend ourselves, because they ain't going to come in and do us like Venezuela. They got special forces over there right now putting up a defense because they know what's coming. They are preparing for World War III.
Right.
That's all.
It's already underway. Think about this too, right? It said Trump threatened on his Truth Social platform to impose a 10% tariff on the 8 European countries unless a deal is reached for what he called the complete and total purchase of Greenland. Now,
so idiotic.
But think about this,
please,
right?
Please expound. Please.
He get ready to rob those 8 European nations.
Allies, by the way.
Allies. He get ready to rob them, put the money in his pocket, and take the drugs off the table. He gonna take Greenland. He gonna keep the money that those European nations are giving him. You understand? And they gonna take Greenland. So he making them get money together, pay tariffs to take that money, so that America can have the money in their pocket and have the land at the same time. Stuff that Trump did when he was in New York as a real estate agent. Took buildings and didn't pay for them. You understand what I'm saying? Kept the money in his pocket. This is his playbook right here. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? This is actually his playbook. Can you imagine what? Again, we said this 2 times before. When has America ever purchased any land? America has never purchased any land. They're going to take Greenland, and then they're going to take that money that those 8 European nations are giving them from off of the tariffs, and that's going to be it. You understand? Trump playing from his own playbook. This is his playbook. You understand?
And that's what the Lord want.
Right.
That is exactly what the Lord want. You know why? Because it's time for the tables to turn. And I thought when Trump came into office, man, it's going to prolong the war. His relations with Russia, and man, they buddies.
Right.
Man, I was waiting for war. Israel was going ham. He going to try to fix that. He didn't create 10 more damn wars. He talking about he mad that. Matter of fact, I don't got that story. Maybe I should get it. Look up Trump mad about the.
I'm gonna drop this article.
Drop that article. Look at this. Gonna be my last one. Look up the article where it says Donald Trump mad about Nobel Peace Prize.
Oh yeah.
All right. This is like a kid mad he didn't get his toy. Now, and a kid that's ungrateful, what a kid that's ungrateful going to do? He going to throw a tantrum. A toddler, he going to throw a tantrum. He or she crying on the way home. I want my toy. I want my toy. That's Trump. Trump's so mad he didn't get his toy. He gonna cause an international turmoil with your allies, dum. Yeah, yeah. I don't think we understand how idiotic this person is, and I love it. I love how dumb he is. I love how arrogant he is. I love how idiotic he is. I love how childish he is. You know why? Because that is one step closer to liberation for black folk. It is.
It's the one
he gonna push that goddamn button. Yes, that's it. You can just read that off.
Listen, it says, oh shit.
That's one.
Unhinged Trump 79 makes jaw-dropping threat over his Nobel snub.
Listen, he think he got snubbed. Yo, this is outrageous.
It says
first of all, you're goddamn racist. Outward racist. You hate Hispanics. You just hate anybody that ain't white.
Right.
Unless they bring in some type of using brown nosing the goddamn Saudi Arabians. Brown nose them. Right. Him and what's the right Vance?
Yeah, JD Vance.
Had your damn nose up their goddamn behind, brown nosing them because they had all that oil money and resources. He was turning to the goddamn reporter like, how dare you disrespect his royalty? He might as well sit it that way like a goddamn movie, madame.
Right.
But he's such a goddamn child, man. He think he got snubbed. I was supposed to win. Me. He's like, yo, it's like, I can't. Well, you can believe it because it's happening. Like, who? Come on, man, please continue. Please, just read the article.
Listen.
You're going to see how idiotic he is. Go ahead.
Donald Trump admitted in a bonkers letter to a fellow head of state that he is no longer the peace-loving president he claimed to be after being snubbed for the Nobel Peace Prize.
He said, no more peace. I didn't get my award. I was supposed to get I ended 8 wars. Listen, come on, man.
Listen.
Go ahead, please.
It says
we done after this, madam. Go ahead.
The petulant 79-year-old has been in a tantrum mode since the.
What word did I use? I used the word tantrum.
Yeah,
a child. He in the back seat in the damn. What's the seat called?
Car seat.
He in the car seat throwing stuff,
kicking the bottle,
kicking the back of the chair. That's Donald Trump,
right?
At 79 years old. Go ahead.
The petulant 79-year-old has been in a tantrum mode since the award was given to Venezuela opposition leader Maria Corina Machado last year. He has made a spurious peace-making claim to support the case for why it should have been him, and even took the award from its rightful winner in a bizarre knee-bending ceremony in the Oval Office last week.
Yeah, she gave it to him or whatever. Like, listen, this is getting out of hand, bro.
Yeah.
It's getting out of hand. He causing it. They used the perfect word for him. And I thought I was maybe stretching it a little bit. They used the word too.
Right.
You throwing a goddamn tantrum like a child. I hope y'all clip this media department. Come on.
It says the Norwegian committee that decided the award has pushed back, and now Trump has fired off an angry letter to the Norwegian prime minister threatening world stability.
Damn. God. He wanted over a peace prize. I want my award. Just be better. Just be a better person. Who else got it? What president was Obama the last one that got it?
Obama got it.
See, he trying to one up the brown president.
Yeah.
Man, what a goddamn joke, yo. What a goddamn tiny person. You got $1 billion. What else do you want?
Right.
You gotta oppress. You gotta get a Nobel Peace Prize. You gotta get the FIFA Cup. He's trying to steal the FIFA Cup from the. You want to be in front of everything. Want to be. I mean, God. I mean, you're just you're a loser, Donald Trump. Okay, it's a lot. And listen, we ain't no liberals in here. We ain't the Democratic, Republican, left or right wing. We just call it as it is.
Right.
You are a piece of trash and a little tiny man that just wants to gain. Hey, you're a PDF, by the way. All you Proud Boys is fighting for a PDF. Any more on that article?
Considering your country decided not to give me the Nobel Peace Prize for having stopped 8 wars plus, I no longer feel an obligation to think purely of peace. He ran it in a letter sent to Norwegian Prime Minister Jonas Gahr Store. Listen,
please.
I ain't thinking peace no more. Listen, he wasn't thinking peace already anyway. Right. But now he can outwardly say, I ain't doing peace no more. You understand? I'm a war.
I didn't win. I got you. Greenland's mine.
But if you think about it, right? Even Machado, the one that gave him that was a warmonger anyway, and was talking about giving Venezuela to America anyway.
Damn.
This is why the people were against her. This is why they had to go in and bring her out under dark of night, because the people were already against her. You understand? And they didn't want her to be president. They were believed to be trying to unalive her because of what happened to Maduro. You understand? So they had to go out on the ocean and get her in Operation Golden Bull or something, Gold Bull or some stupid operation name they gave it. You understand what I'm saying? They did a whole thing on CNN about it. You understand? But they made it look like it was a saving somebody, heroic or something like that, when she was only trying to give all the minerals and everything away on there. That's why she got that Nobel Peace Prize, because she was talking that rhetoric for America, and the Norwegians like that. You understand? So they gave that to her. You understand? So that Nobel Peace Prize is a sham of a prize anyway. Because damn near everybody who got that prize is a warmonger. They either what they call it. I don't want to. What they call it when you hate people? I don't want to say prejudice, but what's the other word? God damn. They hate people. You understand? They hate, it's people that they hate out there. You understand what I'm saying? Haters, they warmongers. These are the only people that's getting these prizes, or thieves.
Insurrectionists.
You understand? Yeah.
Insurrectionists.
Insurrectionists. You understand? I'm surprised he didn't get it.
God.
You know?
No sweat. Hey, listen. Again, this One West News Desk. You heard. Every Monday night. Weather permit, Lord allow, weather permit. You understand? Bring you the news, local, national, and international. We're going to be going into the history class, right? Directly following this broadcast here. We are the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, started on 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. We are under Commander Johanna. We've been teaching this truth since 1969. That the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American idiots are in fact the true biblical Jews of the Bible, and that our oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of. You understand?
That's right.
I'm your host, Captain Zaparia, along with
Officer Matham Shakaya.
And with that, Shalom Israel.
Shalom, Israel. It's that time again. The ISUPK, under Commanding General Yohana, presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026, in Houston, Texas. All black, Hispanics, and Native Americans are commanded to observe the Lord's Passover. This will be the biggest Passover to date. You do not want to miss this. Fresh lamb, fresh wine, and bitter herbs as commanded by the Most High. Only $200 per person, ages 17 and up. The biggest event of the year. There is only one Passover, and it's under Commanding General Yohana. See you there, Israel. Shalom.
Nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and warlike apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us. Watch where you stepping.